Uncooked Chicken. Woo, it's my podcast. Hey, it's my improv comedy show. Every 2 weeks, woo, come get this funny. Hey, from your coat, NateNathaNathaniel. And I'll be damned if I can't podcast for you. Every 2 weeks, and it's funny too. Download this podcast. Take a listen. Don't be get this uncooked chicken. We gotta run that back. Yee-Haw. Listen. Uncooked chicken. Woo, that's my podcast. Hey, it's my improv comedy show. Every 2 weeks, woo, get this funny. Hey, from your coat, NateNathaNathaniel. And I'll be damned if I can't podcast for you. Every 2 weeks, and it's funny too. Download this podcast, take a listen. Don't be get this uncooked chicken. Yee-Haw. Yeah, I call that cowboy chicken. Stop it. It's the comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Yeah, Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter grind. It's what's on my mind. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's my journey giving you this funny comedic adventures of uncooked chicken. Yeah, man. Listen, welcome to the Deuce, the 22nd episode of Uncooked Chicken. I am your host, NateNathaNathaniel. All three of them, some of my guns is me. That's me, all three names, one guy, and I'm trying to be the coach. Yes, sir, the coach, trying to be the creators of all time. Up in here, yeah, man. Listen, this is a commuter cast. If you've never heard of Uncooked Chicken, you're like, what am I listening to? You listening to a commuter podcast where I'm practicing on how to be the creators of all time. So it's an improv cast as well. We're improv and we're doing this off the cup. You know what I'm saying? We're throwing in some ingredients. We baking something here. You know what I'm talking about? We're using some expensive eggs, because eggs cost a lot of money nowadays. This cake's expensive. You better watch it. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. So I do this in my hybrid studios. I'm in my car as I'm going to my hustle. You know what I'm saying? Going to the hustle. But that's what you got. You got some background noises. You're going to hear a little bit of signaling and everything, but don't worry about it. You're going to still get the funny. I guarantee you get one laugh a cast. You know what I'm saying? One laugh a cast. If you don't, you ain't got to listen no more. But you will, because you know it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Improv. I don't know nobody doing this. Nobody putting out their jokes like this. You know what I'm saying? On the improv cast every 2 weeks. Nobody but the coach. And that is me, NateNathaNathaniel. I want to thank you for listening to this podcast. Yes, sir. Now on Uncooked Chicken, I give you 3 F topics. I give you the funny that I'm working on. Yes, sir. I give you the familiar that's going on in the world today. And then the last one I give you is a ForReal or fake news, and that's when I give you a story or something, and you gotta tell me if that story is for real, or you gotta tell me if that story is fake news. You know, that's how we do it up in here. Yeah, man. Listen, I woke up. Listen, I'm thinking to myself, like, why women? Why do ladies not know how to play fight? You know, just play fight. I don't understand why. Where's the disconnect? Why were they never trained on how to play fight? You know, me, NateNathaNathaniel, listen, I you know, sometimes I get a little handsy with the wife, you know, little hi, you know, little love tap, like, hey, babe, how you doing? You know, and then she turn around and she punch me, you know what I'm saying? Punch, you know what I mean? I'm just going, I'm like 20%, I'm 20% tap, and she punched me at 150 return. I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? You ever get punched so hard you start crying? You know, she punched me in the no square. You know, you just like lose your breath. You're like, you know, and she's like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. You're like, you know what I'm talking about? You know, I mean, listen, You know, you get punched so hard, you feel like the Black Panther. You know what I'm talking about? You like the Black Panther, you ate the herb. You know what I mean? I started seeing my generations. I started walking through the fields. I'm like, oh, that's my late uncle. You know what I'm saying? Let me have a conversation with him. Oh, that's my great grandma. You know, it was like, oh, I'm looking at my lineage. She hit me that hard. She's like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you that hard. I got you. Oh, I see you. I'm like, hey, babe, you know how I needed a vasectomy. She said, yeah, babe, we got that scheduled. I said, no, babe, we don't need to schedule that no more. We good. You took care of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna have more than 2 kids. I'm like, babe, you know how we wanted more children. We don't have to worry about that no more. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I understand why they just gotta use so much force. When they can't play fight, you don't hit nobody in the no square. You don't do that. That's not right. Come on. And I don't blame the women. It's not your fault, ladies. It is not your fault that you weren't trained how to play fight. It's your daddy's fault. Yeah, that's who it is. Us men. It's us. We failed women. I'm just telling you, we did. We never taught them how to play fight. And so that's why they come at you at 150% and pop you right in the zone. Now, if they're trying to get away from a predator, that's what you do. You hit them right in the no square. What you do? That's how you get away from a predator. Yeah, so, woo. Anyway, that's just something I've been thinking about this morning. This is an improv cast, guys. That's what it's called. Improvisational podcast. Yes, sir. We going off the top, making some stories. Listen, that's how we do it up in here in the Uncooked Chicken. Now listen, man. The funny that I'm working on today, man. The funny I'm working on today is, you know how you have some people that don't have any bathroom etiquette. You know, no bathroom etiquette at all, right? You know, they go to the bathroom and there's a list. And whenever you're working, your place in your spaces, there's a list that you may not know of people who have no bathroom etiquette, right? We call them the No B.Es, right? You may be on the No B list. That's the no bathroom etiquette list. You know what I'm talking about? Now there's 3 qualifiers. There's 3 qualifiers that will let you know if you on that list, right? And if you check the box on any of the 3, you on the list. Let me tell you something. Like the first one is, do you wash your nasty hands? Listen. You know what I'm talking about? That's the first one. You know, people that just go to the bathroom and then they get out of the bathroom and then they go to the sink and they don't do nothing. They just sit there. You know what I mean? They sit there and like look at the mirror. They like air wash. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the nerve to go to the hand towels and pull them down like they did something. You know, and I'm in the stall and I'm looking. I'm like, hey, I know. I'm trying to look at the shoes. I'm trying to see them shoes. I'm like, I think I know them Adidas. I think I knows them Adidas. You know, I'm like, oh, he's on the No B list. He's on it. You know what I'm saying? He on it. You know what I mean? Just add him on there. You better say the alphabet. You better listen. You better count to 26 seconds. You better use some soap. Go up there, air wash. You know what I mean? Or the people that just dip. You know what I mean? They drop it and dip. They just get out, they shut the stall, and they just walk out like they with a purpose. You know what I'm like? You ain't got no purpose. Your purpose need to be in the washing your hands. You non-hygiene. You make me start talking a different language. You know what I'm saying? What? Wash your hands. That's the first qualifier. Listen, that's the first qualifier that you on the No B list. The second qualifier, listen, that you could be on the No B list is for all them fools. Listen, all them fools who are meat eaters. You know, they just plop, fizz. They don't put down a seat condom at all. They just put their meat on the seat. You know who you are. You don't listen. You don't know what you picking up and taking with you. You know, you got travelers. You got travelers that's sitting on that seat and everything, and you just picking it up with your sweaty ass and just picking it up and taking it with you. You know, your butt is, listen, your backside is hitchhiking. You know what I'm saying? You got hitchhikers on the seat, on the toilet seat, and you just picking them up. You know, I'm like, hey, I didn't know you was into picking up hitchhikers. Yes, you are. You just sit down and you pick them up and you take them with you. Take them with you take them home with you. You taking home some vagrants, some variances. Listen, you taking home some hobos. You know, you got hairy hobos on the backside of your pants. taking them home with you. I was like, that's so generous of you. Come on, man, listen, put down that seat condom like you're supposed to. Put down that liner. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, that's qualified number 2. That's qualified number 2 of the no B. Listen, you're on the no B list. If you can sit there, you don't use no seat condom. I'm gonna tell you something about me. Listen, I ain't on that no B list. I'm gonna tell you right now. When I hey, listen. When I use that, I don't use that. I use that seat condom. Listen, I don't just use one. You know what I'm saying? I use 2. I'll put 2 down. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll put 2 down. I'll put take some toilet paper, put some 4 square down on top of it. Shoot, I'll put 8 square down. I'm doing math up in there. I'll put 16 squares down. Listen, my meat ain't touching that seat. I'm telling you right there. No, sir, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing it. You know what I mean? Listen, I go in there with some Lysol. I do prep. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say? You got a pregame. You know, I gotta pregame this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in there with my Lysol. I'm gonna wipe down the seat first. You know what I mean? I got my little bag with me. My bag got all my toiletries in it. Everything I need to have a successful experience. You know what I'm saying? Then I put the 4 square, 16 square on that seat. And then when I feel that it's sanitized to my liking, then I put the meat on the liner. You know what I'm saying? Put the meat on the seat condom. That's what I'm saying. That's what we do. That's how we do it. Then I light a candle. You know what I'm saying? Light a candle. Listen, it's an experience up in there. You can try to say I'm a meat eater. No, sir. You look at my shoes. You know when I come out, I'm washing my hands. You know I'm washing my hands using soap. You know what I'm saying? Scrubbing. You know. Look at the shoes. You know I ain't on that list. I ain't making that list. No, man. Not this. No. In the last qualifier, listen. The last qualifier of the no B list. Last qualifier for you no B's out there. Listen, no bathroom etiquettes. You know, the last one is people who like to have conversations on their phone when they ain't in the stall. Like you in the stall taking care of your business. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta call nobody. Ain't no phone call more important than you dropping. Listen, drop it like it's hot. Don't you worry about who calling you. Hit ignore. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit anything. Let it ring. Put it on silent. Listen, I don't care if you looking at a TikTok on your phone while you're in the commode. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you're doing. Hope you drop your phone in the toilet. Listen, but answering having a conference call. Listen, having a conference call in the commode. No, don't do that. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if you bilingual. I don't care if you speak a different language. Just because you speak in Swahili, that don't mean you still listen, you still on the list. Just because I can't understand what you're saying, I understand that you're having a conversation while you sitting on a shitter. Listen, I'm telling you, listen, you on the list. You are on the list. Freaking no B list, I'm telling you. I ain't got time for it. Make sure, listen. If you're like, oh, I hit one in the qualifiers. Yeah, you did. You on the list. No B nasty. This they should call it. Listen, look, you on the no B list? Yeah, we should also call it the UB list, cause you be nasty. So that's the funny I'm working on, man. Listen, that's the funny I'm working on right now. Listen, the next F topic is the familiar that's going on in the world today. Listen, man, we just had the Grammys. The Grammys just dropped. You know what I mean? And what's his name? Like Kendrick Lamar. He done got 5 Grammys. Talking all. He got 5 Grammys for dissing Drake. 5. What? You know what I mean? This man was successful. You know, successful dissing Drake. Got 5. Unbelievable. You know what I mean? It's like President Trump's like, hey, it worked for Kendrick. Maybe I should just tax Canada too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody taxing Canada. Kendrick getting 5 awards for it. I don't know. You know, and the elephant in the room, listen. The elephant in the room is like, is Drake gonna watch the Super Bowl halftime show? I just want to know. I just want to know if Drake, you know, he just sitting there and, you know, the game with Kansas City and the Eagles is probably going to be tied up at halftime before Mahomes comes back and wins it. Oh, my God, did he just go chicken and diamonds? Did he go chicken and diamonds and say that Kansas City is going to win the Super Bowl? Yes, I did go chicken and diamonds. Kansas City Gonna get 3 rings, 3-peat, never been done before, but it will be done coming up, yes sir, on the Super Bowl. It's gonna happen. Chicken Adama says it, and it's gonna happen. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see Taylor Swift. She may not have won any Grammys, but you know what? Her boyfriend gonna win another ring. Let me tell you, that's gonna happen, yes sir. Anyway, listen, you think when it's tied at halftime and Drake is there with his boys, you know, and they all looking at him like, yo, bro, we gonna change the channel. We gonna watch this. You know, maybe Kendrick should have just called Drake on the cell phone. You know what I mean? Cause obviously he had some beef. You know, why did he call him? You know, Drake's like, man, you dropped Not Like Us, and Drake's like, hey, that really messed me up. You know, I don't know why they couldn't have squashed it, but hey, he got 5 Grammys, so he must be doing something right. He's like, hey, I don't know. It's like that awkward moment, you know, you just like look at that Drake, like, we gonna change the channel, bro. You know, we gonna watch it, what we gonna do? You know, he just go ahead and watch it. Just watch it. Listen, Drake should feel like, hey, listen, because of me, I gave Kendrick 5 Grammys. That's how you should look at it. You gotta turn that negative into a positive, Drake. You got this. Listen, you got this. You know, also watching the Grammys, my review on the Grammys, listen, they were doing a tribute to, what's his name, Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones was a genius, God rest his soul. Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Ooh, what an album. Listen, Thriller, stop it. It gets more, he has more than that. I'm just naming off a couple. This is only a 25-minute cast. Relax, you know what I'm saying? But Quincy Jones, they had a tribute to him with Stevie Wonder, one of the great old magicians out there. Listen, he had Herbie Hancock. Stop. And then they had to mess it up. They had to have Will Smith be the orator, the narrator. Listen, you know when you say listen, you know when you look at somebody and it's awkward, it's like, hey, listen, your embarrassment is showing. You know what I'm saying? Every time I look at him, I'm just like, hey, man, your slap is showing. You know what I mean? Your atonement is showing. You know, your sin is showing. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to get past that. Every time I look at him, like, the last time I seen you slapped Chris Rock, bro. You know, it's hard. He's hard for him to be like, hey, everybody, listen, Quincy Jones, when I was on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he saved my career, he was like a father figure to me. I'm like a father figure? Well, he should have told your ass to keep your hands to yourself. You know, that's what he should have said. Hey, Will, keep your hands to yourself. If you got a problem with somebody, just call them on a cell phone. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know, man. It was an awkward moment. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but there was a couple people who got awards, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce, she won Cowboy Carter for the best country album of the year. How about that? Yee-Haw! I see you, Beyonce. Yes, sir. And then you had a new girl. I don't listen to a lot of rap music nowadays, you know, because NateNathaNathaniel. Sometimes I don't know what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're saying. You know, when you're getting older, you got to turn the music down like, hey, it's good, but it's giving me a headache. Listen. I don't know, her name is Dochi or Doshi. She called herself something like the Swamp Princess. She's in Florida. I don't know if she's Tiana or Tiara. She's a princess in the swamp. That's what I do know. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Game recognizes game. Listen, I'm the GOAT. I'm the creators of all time. Oh, that young lady right there, I'm telling you, she's like a blend. If you back in the day, I used to like Lauryn Hill. Listen, Lauryn Hill was, listen, L Boogie. That's what I'm talking about. I like Lauryn Hill. I like Missy Elliott. She's like a blend between Missy and Lauryn Hill, and she had a great performance. So I don't know who she is, but I'm telling you, she good. I'm telling you right now, that's my chicken prediction. She good. Yeah, man, yes sir. And then you had like Shakira. Look, Shakira, that young lady right there. Wait a minute now. Listen, Shakira is 48 years old. Ooh, I had no idea. 48. Listen, she don't look 48. No, sir. Let me tell you something. They say brown don't break down. I'm telling you right there. Listen, she was doing the belly dancing and everything. And I was like, woo-wee. I don't understand. Listen, Shakira, listen, you know when game recognizes game? I'm telling you right now, It don't matter what the language is. If they can sing, listen, you hear it, you're like, oh, she's singing in a different language. I don't care. Listen, young lady can sing, and she won a Grammy. Let's go ahead, Shakira, get you. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Anyway, and then like I said, Will Smith's kids. I ain't gonna mess with the kids. I just know that his son had a castle on his head, like a castle. I did not listen. The chicken did not stutter. The chicken said he had a castle on his head. I'm not gonna make fun of him because I ain't making fun of the kids. I'm just saying, if I'm the dude sitting behind the kid that has a castle on his head, and I gotta keep getting up and dipping to see around the damn castle that's on his head, I'm a little bit upset. I don't know how much them Grammy tickets cost, but I'm upset because I can't see beyond the castle. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Just have some, have some perspective. Think about your neighbors. That's all I'm saying. Think about your neighbors. You know what? We're gonna blame Daddy. We're gonna blame Daddy Will. You know what I'm saying? He probably should have slapped that castle off his head. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe. Listen, but that's my familiar that we working on today. That's familiar that's going on in the world. Yes, sir. Now listen, the last F topic, for real though, or fake to the news. For real though, fake news. Listen, for real though, fake news, man. Listen. Back in the day, man, listen, we talked about the no B list. And for real though, fake news, did somebody try to no B me? Did somebody try to no B me? Listen, man, I was in the bathroom. I taking care of my business. Listen, take care of my business. And I went to the sink. And I used the soap. Pump. Soap on the hands. Wash. Count my ABCs. Get all the way down to, 26 seconds. You know what I'm saying? 26 seconds. Then I seen they have a mirror, for real though, fake news, have a mirror in the bathroom where I could see a reflection of the mirror to somebody that was in the stall, in the commode. Listen. Also, somebody, listen, here's another rule, here's another qualifier of the no B list. You know what I'm saying? I gave you 3, here's 3.5. If you are at a urinal, listen, if you're at a urinal and there's more than 3 urinals, there's 5 urinals, listen, don't snuggle up next to your neighbor. I know you're trying to be friendly and everything, but listen, if there's room in between, have at least 1-2 spaces in between you and the next person. You know what I mean? You don't need to be that close to your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Eyes like to wander. Your eyes are wandering. Next thing you know, you're trying to look at his Apple Watch. You're trying to check the time. You know what I'm saying? You're wandering, your eyes are going down to your neighbor's, your Garmin. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, I'm just checking your heart rate. Like, no, man, scoot over. You know what I mean? You don't need to be that close to me, scoot over. I don't understand it. No, anyway, listen, that's 3.5 qualifier. Yes, sir. The no B list, no bathroom etiquette. But anyway, back to for real though, fake news. Listen. So I'm washing my hands, 3 pumps, wash my hands, yes sir, wash my hands. And there's a mirror, for real though, fake news, a mirror that I can see someone in the urinal, listen. And I can tell, oh, that's the one dude, listen. That's the one dude that's on the no B list. You know what I'm saying? He's on the no B list. He don't wash his hands. You know what I'm saying? So he finished his business. He finished his business. And then he came up to the sink. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's finally gonna wash his hands. I was like, oh God. I'm like, praise God. Praise God. He didn't found the hygiene. Oh, it's a miracle. I'm just like, it's a miracle. And then he came up to me and listen, obviously, I didn't know this, but for real though, fake news, my collar on the right side was popped. You know what I'm saying? It was popped a little bit. It was off center, it was high. And so he generously came up to me after he did his business in the urinal, and he adjusted my collar. He put his nasty digits, for real though, fake news, he put his nasty digits on my collar and it popped it down for me. And I was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And then he had the audacity to not wash his hands. And he just walked out. And he left me there. With urine. He left me there with urine on my collar. For real though, or fake news, did NateNathaNathaniel have urine on his collar because somebody decided to be nice to me? Some no B lister started to be nice to me and no B'd me with some P. Listen, man, we talked about Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones was a great producer for Real Dope Fake News, and Quincy Jones made Thriller. You know, in that Thriller video, Michael Jackson, he was a zombie. You can Google it. He's a zombie, and he's got his hands like Frankenstein, and they're all forward and everything. And he starts shifting his neck to the left, shifting, and you know, Thriller. You know what I mean? I had to go Michael Jackson Thriller. You know, for Real Dope Fake News, I had to shift my head to the left. I shifted it to the left. I was like, oh my gosh, I got urine on my neck. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Had to put some sanitizer. I washed my neck at the sink. You know what I mean? I scrubbed it down. You know, had to change shirts for Real Dope Fake News. Did that really happen? Did a No B.E lister come up to me and pop my collar for me, put it back in place, and put some urine on my neck? Well, I guess we're going to find out on the next episode of Uncooked Chicken. Now, the last episode of Uncooked Chicken, listen, man, we talked about, did I have a chicken phobia? You know what I'm saying? Was there, did someone, when I was working a drive-thru, you know, did someone try to grab the ketchup, and I was leaning on the little cabinet, and the ketchup was behind me, and he reached down to the little compartment, and I jumped on my toes. Ooh, no. I'm like, you trying to goose the chicken. Did that really happen? Did someone try to squeeze my hands? You know what I mean? Listen, that was for real though. Yeah, man, I had to apologize. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know you was just going for the ketchup. I thought you was trying to touch me. Oh my God, I apologized to him. You know, we were good. He accepted my apology. Maybe I shouldn't have apologized though. Maybe I should have been upset. Yeah. Maybe I should have been upset that he wasn't really he didn't think I looked good enough. Like I wasn't good enough for him. You know, why didn't he want a free squeeze? I'm right there. I'm a young 15-year-old and I'm available. Why he could have he could have turned me. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. I should have been mad about that. Maybe not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen, that was for real though. Oh man, listen. I want to thank all y'all who felt it was worth it to get one laugh today, who felt, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and give this uncooked chicken a try and see if I'm going to get one laugh out of it. And if you did get one laugh out of it, then stay tuned because there's more laughs to come. Or go check out the 21 episodes that you haven't heard yet and see the progression, yes, of this greatest comedian that you never heard of, NateNathaNathaniel. Yes, and I want to thank Cowboy Carter for the intro. Appreciate you, B. Yes, sir. I want to thank all y'all, yes, sir, for joining me in this episode 22 of The Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Yeah. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter cast. It's gonna get you a laugh. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Ain't no need to edit. Hell yeah, I said it. It's the Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Yes, man. Yeah.